Fox 55 News, first at 10.
Tonight on Fox 55 News, the impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump moves forward. What evidence lawmakers presented on the first day of trial. Plus, cleanup around the city of Fort Wayne could be changing for the better. What City Council is doing to improve trash and recycle services. And later, a local nonprofit spreading words of encouragement to mothers this Valentine's Day. How you can support mothers in our area with just a pen, paper, and a little time. Fox 55 News starts right now. Senators determining it's constitutional for former President Donald Trump to stand trial. Good evening, I'm Chris Maludi. Thanks for joining us. Some senators transformed into jurors for the start of former President Trump's historic second impeachment trial. The Senate began the process of deciding whether to convict the former president of incitement of insurrection. The second trial is tied to the violent mob who attacked the U.S. on the Capitol grounds on January 6th. Today, both sides laid out arguments on whether the Senate should or should not consider that case.
The Senate lacks jurisdiction to conduct this trial of a former president.
Presidents can't commit grave offenses in their final days and escape any congressional response.
Senators came to a vote of 56 to 44, ruling the impeachment trial is constitutional. We'll have more details on today's events coming up in about 15 minutes. New tonight, Fort Wayne residents will now have more of a say in how garbage and recycling operations are run throughout the city. Fox 55's Caleb Saylor live at Citizen Square now to tell us more about how a new advisory board will work. Caleb.
Chris, in a 6-1 vote tonight, Fort Wayne City Council approved an ordinance that will form the Solid Waste Advisory Board. This board will be made up of appointees from throughout the city, which will provide recommendations on how things like garbage and recycling operations should work in the city, and their goal, to give everyone a voice to improve the services in Fort Wayne.
Trash pickup has been a smelly issue in Fort Wayne for a few years now. John Perlich with the City of Fort Wayne says the proposal for an official board was a way to re-engage with City Council over garbage and recycling issues.
This has been a collective effort between the City Administration and the City Council, just as a way to not only enhance our communication with the legislative body, but also provide more opportunity for residents and neighborhoods to be involved in the process as well.
The board will consist of 7 people, 1 from each of the city's 4 quadrants, 2 appointed by City Council, and 1 appointed by the mayor's office. The board will analyze things like how contracts for garbage and recycling collection are laid out, how to lower the number of missed collections, and the budget for the solid waste department. Then it will hear citizen suggestions and provide recommendations to City Council on how to improve. A voluntary board was formed back in 2018 to improve operations after Red River missed hundreds of collections each week. That board helped lower the number of missed collections by over 65% between the years 2019 and 2020. This is part of the reason why 4th District Councilman Jason Arp, the lone dissenter, believes a formal group isn't necessary.
We've brought things before council previously through this committee. We've worked to resolve some of the issues that we've had in the past through this committee. There's no need to necessarily make it an ongoing commission that requires appointed members.
5th District Councilman Jeff Paddock sees the committee as a way to get citizens involved and make operations more efficient.
Anytime you have a situation where you can make city government more efficient, at least that's the goal here, and not really have a fiscal impact to the taxpayers because there's no really cost to this, I see no reason not to involve it.
And Perlich says the city hopes more citizens will be involved to make the city better.
We think this can only benefit the City of Fort Wayne.
The advisory board will meet on a monthly basis, will meet next month and will meet on a quarterly basis to assess things like garbage and recycling throughout the city. Perlich says that the first task at hand will be doing a financial review and reviewing the collection rates to see if they can be improved for Fort Wayne residents. Reporting live in Fort Wayne, Caleb Saylor, Fox 55 News.
Fort Wayne City Council also introducing a resolution against possible changes to the Allen County and Fort Wayne food and beverage tax. The resolution is introduced by 5 city council members. Those are Jason Arp, Tom Didier, Paul Ensley, Russell Yell, and Tom Freistraffer. The resolution was killed in Indiana State Committee earlier this month. The group stated the restaurant industry dealt with numerous difficulties during the pandemic, and this would create more of a burden to them. The resolution is set to be discussed in next week's city council meeting. Huntington Mayor Richard Stark says he's looking forward to 2021 and improving the city in his State of the City address tonight. Stark says City Council and staff were able to grow in 2020 even amidst the pandemic and were faced with a number of challenges which they were able to work together in. Stark also pointed towards improving infrastructure in the new year with wastewater projects and traffic pattern studies. Well, after a little more snow this morning, meteorologist Beverly Perry says we won't be catching a break from it just yet. Beverly, to me, when we're going to see some more snow, not good news, though.
No, it just keeps stacking up, no pun intended. We're going to see more snow work across the region tomorrow afternoon and evening. In the meantime, a lot of us were quiet. However, our northern tier counties, especially LaGrange and Elkhart County, they've continued to see a little bit of light lake effect snow. However, the rest of the area is quiet. We're going to be under a cloudy sky. Then tomorrow morning, a few hints of sunshine, but that's going to be it. Tracking more light snow in the afternoon and evening. I'll have the timeline on that, as well as the timing of when that another blast of Arctic air will be coming our way. Chris.
Now we'll look at COVID numbers across the state. The State Department of Health reporting 1,225 new positive cases. This brings the total to over 641,000. 67 new deaths to report brings that total number to 11,526. The 7-day positivity rate in the state is 6.4%. 37% of ICU beds are available and 80% of ventilators are also available in Indiana hospitals. Around our region, Allen County reporting 856 new cases. This brings the total to 34,659. DeKalb adds 10 cases and 1 death. Grant adds 10 cases and 1 death as well. Jay adds 4 cases and 1 death. Noble adds 2 cases and 1 death. Steuben adds 6 cases. Van Wert adds 12 cases. Wells adds 5 and Williams adding 112 cases. And a look at state COVID vaccination numbers within the last 24 hours. 19,179 first doses have been administered and 16,572 are now fully vaccinated. The total first dose of the vaccine administered in the state is over 718,000. And number of fully vaccinated is 240,145. The VA Northern Indiana healthcare system now offering COVID-19 vaccines to veterans 65 and older. They'll be conducting the vaccinations at their St. Joseph, Fort Wayne, and Marion campuses. This is from 8 to 4:30 this week. Veterans interested in receiving this vaccine are recommended to contact their primary care team first for an appointment.
At how this disease has played out, and they've recognized that. So, if you look at how they've recommended, how the VA as a whole has really come down and recommended that we target, our limited resource of the vaccine. We're going to target those at the most vulnerable state, and those would be those elderly patients over the age of 65 and older.
And for more information on how to schedule an appointment, you can visit our website at WFFT.com. Well, right now, pregnancy can be a lonely time for many women, and for those dealing with hardships, even a simple letter of support can help. One Indiana group is compiling hundreds of those letters to show just that. Fox 55's Nico Panisi tells how Letters of Love is helping expecting mothers ahead of Valentine's Day.
Allen County has one of the highest infant mortality rates in our state. Healthier Moms and Babies' mission is to support those new mothers and newborns to make sure that rate goes down. This Valentine's Day, they're asking for your help. Executive Director Paige Wilkins says her organization launched the Letters of Love campaign to encourage mothers-to-be.
They often don't feel like they have a lot of support, and so this is just a good way for us to support them, give them a little extra love, and every mom needs to have the confidence that they can do it.
Many don't. Wilkins says that contributes to why 8 in 1,000 Allen County babies will die before their first birthday.
This year in particular is so challenging for the families that we serve. There's definitely a sense of isolation, and when you already feel isolated, and then you have another situation like COVID-19 just kind of doubling that isolation feeling that you already have. So these letters are more important now than ever.
Here's how Letters of Love works.
So when you receive your Letters of Love kit, you'll get enough letterhead to write 5 letters. You'll also get some really fun colored pencils, so you can really make the letters whatever you want.
Employee Madison Lyon says the more personalized and creative you get, the better.
If you want to drop them off to our office, you're welcome to, or you can just pop them in the mail and we'll get them to the moms in need.
Healthier Moms and Babies serves around 1,000 women in our county every year. Their goal this Valentine's Day is to be able to send out more than 500 letters. In Fort Wayne, I'm Nico Panisi, Fox 55 News.
The Letters of Love kit costs $25 each, and if you want to send your own, you could check this story out on our website at WFFT.com. A state Senate bill authored by a Northeast Indiana senator waiting now on House approval. It would assign a committee to look into the first day of school dates. The bill, authored by Republican Senator Dennis Cruz from Auburn, passed in the Senate 36-11. Cruz says he believes delaying the start of the school year would help students working summer jobs and businesses relying on teenage employees. Senate Bill 12 will move to the House of Representatives for further consideration. And coming up, the Senate impeachment trial continuing to move forward. What arguments were presented today for senators to vote to continue to trial? Plus, the NTSB revealing new details about the helicopter crash that killed Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others. What findings help the agency determine the cause of the crash? And later, some people turning to music as an outlet during the pandemic. How local music stores are managing in these tough times.